Hello everyone, Shadefire here, and welcome back to the System Shock 2021 demo. This is the third part, and probably the final one, as we just have a little bit more of the medical deck to explore. Still don't really know what our immediate objective for this deck is, aside from getting off of it to go try and stop the laser. Okay, so I think SHODAN still has... Oh, this is the... Yeah, this is the front door of Alpha that I unlocked. I don't know where exactly that room was that unlocked it. It was just like one of these little side elevator rooms. I think it was back here. This one, maybe? Yeah, okay, so this is the one that I went up here, and there was a puzzle panel here, and it allowed me to open up that Alpha door. Also, there's some kind of horrible, like, graphical bug here, where if you look at these screens at certain angles, it's just, like, blinding. Yeah, like that. So, hopefully they fix that. Alright. So now you know where that is. And that opened up the front door of Alpha over here that we saw, with all the lasers and force field and shit. So, there's still a few little areas that I didn't fully explore. I think that is the radiation area there. But maybe not. I'm probably not going to see everything in this demo, but I am trying to see as much as I can. But I've said it before, I'm not really that fussed if I miss stuff in a demo because, you know, I'll play the final game and get that stuff. Thinking bullets are probably not the most effective against these cyborgs. Oop. So, it's still at 48% security, which means there's got to be a fair number of cameras and shit around still. There's a lower area there. That was a full blast, which only took up 2 bars, surprisingly.
Preparing weapon. Suspect.
Maybe it is better to just use a full blast in terms of efficiency. Oop, that's another mantis. So this place is especially dense with cyborgs. And this is a robotics icon. Does that mean that there is a robotics room on every deck? Because we had one of these for the armory as well. What does that say? It says here. I was like, that doesn't look like it says help, considering there's an E at the end. Anything in the bathroom? Alright, well, I'm opening up all these little paths in here, so let's do one at a time before I leave them behind. Is there? No, that's just this little chest iPhone. Okay. Got a bunch of force fields here, which I think we could probably use to trap an enemy. Though I can't...
Activating security door.
What? I don't see a camera. Oh. There we go. So yeah, I guess that will also close doors on you like that to try to trap you. Humanoid mutants are pretty much not a threat by this point. Which I will say that the many in System Shock 2 remain a threat for much longer, especially because some of them have shotguns. Oops. I forgot my pipe is no longer put on number 1. I didn't reorganize my weapons like I did last time. It doesn't actually seem like much else here. What did I just use? Was that the berserk? Yeah. Tolerance increased by 30% for the patch duration, followed by psychosis. I believe we are suffering from berserk psychosis right now. Ooh. I mean, that doesn't really seem that much of a... Okay, that might be more of a problem. Is that their original mutant sprites? Because that's kind of a cool effect, if so. I was gonna say that doesn't seem like much of a downside, just that everything's all colorful. It is gonna make it hard to look at things. Okay, it stopped. It's another assassin. Okay, so there's also a big cooldown after you fire the spark beam in overcharge. So that's the other downside to it. These guys have like an assault rifle, but like the other enemies' weapons, it's damaged. But presumably we'll find one of these that isn't destroyed. Probably not in this demo, though. They really give you an abundance of grenades. I should look at these gas grenades and see what they actually are good for. Time detonation, diuranium gas, damage 20 a second, armor penetration 100%. Maybe they do work on the cyborgs, since they are still partially flesh. Alright, got another med bay.
Going dark.
Can I use this? Can't get back in. It's deactivated. This really does have like a lot of little nooks to find, though.
This elevator serves me alone, with cameras as my eyes and nodes as my hands. I rule here, insect.
So I'm guessing what that means is we can't use this elevator until we weaken her security enough. Yeah, blocked by SHODAN security. So I haven't actually seen another cyber interface yet.
To all cyborg units, we are very close to sanitizing my station of the human stain. Once the tachyon mining beam is calibrated, we will begin to purify the human cities of Earth. My first step towards cleansing the planet and allowing our purity to flourish is almost complete. Their rotting corpses will provide the food for my world to grow and prosper.
Kind of weird that we found that just recorded on the floor. Alright, so I guess we just try to reduce any more security in the last few areas left. These must be the beds that they're turning people into cyborgs with. Though I'm pretty sure that we've been turned into a cyborg to some extent as well.
We got one of the regeneration rooms.
Cyborg conversion canceled. Standard station restoration procedures online.
The cyborg override protocol is installed without having to worry about it reverting. Looks like it won't come out of cyborg when the regeneration bay console has been accessed. It's too late for too many. But if we get to medical, we can stop this thing before.
So I believe this is a respawn point. Your body will be reassembled in this restoration bay if you die. So yeah, just like System Shock 2, you have to actually find one of these first before it will function. Unlike BioShock, where you just automatically teleport to the nearest one even if you haven't seen it yet. Okay. Nah, I'm out of batteries. I guess I could just eat these batteries I'm carrying. Plug them right into my, I don't know, eyeball or something.
Directive to Cyborg F-71. Move mutagen experiment V5 to Beta Grove on the executive level. Let the virus loose in the grove and observe its effects on flora and fauna.
Collect samples
From the mutated. Kill those who have not shown progress. And we will soon have a perfected strain that will
consume the earth.
allowing me to reshape the insects in my perfect image.
So I did know that was a thing in this game. Shodan, believing herself a god, now thinks that she has to create life in her own design. So she's using the organic bays on the ship to create new life forms, like those mutants we've been fighting. Also, this is that window that we got to the other side of, so I guess this isn't actually a door that we have to worry about going back to. Alright, got him. I thought this was a battery station, but no, it's just a fancy blue light. Are you alive? I think he was plugged in. Oh boy. This is where the grenades are gonna come in. No, don't heal. Toss some of these gas grenades out there. I don't think it'll kill them, but hopefully it'll soften them up at least. Oh no, it is actually killing them. They're fleshy enough that it works on them. So yeah, that was a bad place to be. That was like where all of the extra cyborgs were stored. I think we got them all, or at least all the ones that activated. I'm wondering if I have to reduce security all of the way, or just enough, like down to 25% or something. Boy, this is a really big level. Not that I'm complaining. I'm glad that these levels are almost as big as the System Shock 2 ones. In fact, they might actually be bigger. Being an old game doesn't mean it has to have a small map. I mean, look at Daggerfall. it has a bigger map than most games these days doesn't necessarily mean it was a good thing. Alright, we might actually get the security low enough to finish this demo, because I really don't want to have to go back and start looking for, like, cameras I missed. Is that a hidden door? Okay. Just more storage stuff. It is weird to me how many of these crates just have nothing in them. It's almost like, you know, why have them here if they're not going to have something? But they might randomly have a chance of having something in them. That was a weird seam on the skybox down there. I was wondering if maybe there might be another cybernetics node around here. I still don't entirely know if I destroyed the other one. I thought I did, because we cut the red thing. But I don't know if that was the only one in there. Okay. There's a room over here that I missed. I think we are going to have to backtrack, though, to look for some of these rooms now. But we should be nearing the end of the demo. Still, that was a pretty meaty demo overall. I really expected it to just be like an updated version of that first demo, but no. They give you a big chunk of it, which says that they are somewhat confident about how this game has turned out, but especially because of the kind of controversy it had in the middle of development about changing up stuff, I think it's important for them to put out this demo to show, like, hey, you know, we've kind of gone back to what we were originally going for. This is to the left. That's like up there. Is there a way to get up there? Can I, like, curve around the corner using the repulsor? Well, there's definitely something up there. Yeah, I can see two other doors that I didn't go through. There's also this, but that's the healing suites. So we know there's nothing in there, because it's the room we started in. It bothers me that I can't get over here, though, because it's not like I can just pick up something like this, drag it over, and use that. This one just goes down. Is there like some hidden little thing I can go through back here? It's hard to tell because it's so dark everywhere. Okay, this is where we saw the mantis. So I guess we're backtracking for the moment. Trying to find cameras or security nodes. I mean, I might have to go down into the radiation trench. It could be that there's a way to switch this off that I just didn't find before. I'm not seeing any, like, obvious switches around. Aside from the ones for the bridges themselves. Yeah, that's just the light bridge. Alright, so one area is up here. I think that is the underneath area. There's also one over here. This is back where I started. I mean, it's entirely possible that I can't go down into this radiation trench until later in the game, because it likely does have you backtracking to decks, just like the later games do. I say later games, really. BioShock didn't have that. Once you left a place, you didn't really need to go back. Yeah, it looks like both of the places I could go here are down in the radiation. So I'm going to save and try just sprinting through here, because there might be like a switch on the other side I can shut off. It's a dead end. This is actually not killing me that quickly. Like, I feel like using medical patches, it is possible to tank my way through here. The question is there any point to that? This is where I jumped down. So yeah, this radiation trench seems like just dead space, basically. There's nothing down here. Starting to think that the only reason that lift is there is so that you can get out if you fall in. Alright, now I gotta let my radiation poisoning burn off. Okay, so there's nothing down there. It looks like I pretty thoroughly explored the map. I'm not seeing a lot of other little missing bits. Maybe that corner up there. But I have to hope that it really doesn't make you track down every single bit of Shodan on every floor before you can progress, because that's a little tedious, but also not entirely unsurprising for an old game to do something like that. And I don't think they've really modified any of the, you know, level design in this to be more accessible. Alright, well, let's try the elevator again. Now that we know there's nothing in the radiation trench. This one is bugging the hell out of me that I can't figure out a way to get up there. Like, there's intentionally a thing in the way so that you can't just float up there. And you can't... Oh, there's actually something... Oh, that was an enemy, wasn't it? There's like something right on the ground there. What is that? Is that a human or is that an enemy? Hit. Did I go down there? I didn't actually check to see if I dropped down here. Okay, yeah, this is just the security hallway. Well, this should lead back to the elevator, right? This is how we got there in the first place. Nope, not that room. Not that room. Oh.
You are not welcomed here. Remove yourself.
I guess we didn't go all the way down this hallway. I turned around and got lost. So here's another area. And that means we're not quite done just yet. And here is that place I was trying to get to. Okay. Well, I'm glad that we figured out a way to get there, because that would have bothered me that it was clearly somewhere you could go. Ooh, that's a big robot. Time to bring out the robot blaster. I gotta stop hitting the wrong key. I just kind of hit like a cross. Gotta remember that I can load 3 shots into this at once. Alright, gave him the triple blast. So is there anything in there? Now I need to hit that healing. CPU room. Oh, that seems like something we need to destroy. There's cyborg surgeon in here. They're not hostile, but there's no reason not to kill them. Also, these people, are they, like, transformed yet? She looks like she's full of circuits. She might be beyond saving. Well, this might be the final place to go. So let's find this CPU and smash it. Oh. There's a little tunnel down here. Another corpse. More radiation. Alright. Usually when there's a room like this, that means there is treasure somewhere in here. Battery. Really? Just a battery? Was that worth the horrible poisoning? What is this thing? Security 1 robot. Why does it have a soda? Why do all the robots have soda? Okay, so this... that's just a panel. Not actually anything up there.
Enter the room, insect, and it will become your grave.
Okay, so these are the computer nodes. She doesn't want us to break them, so fuck her. This might be too straightforward. That looked like it hurt a lot more than it actually did. I took like a tiny sliver of damage. So yeah, you gotta break the screens on these things. And you can't even shoot them. That actually hurt. I probably should have just chucked a grenade right into the middle.
Who are you? The computer nodes can be repaired, but you... Who are you? My cameras and sensors scan your body, but you do not... But you do not match any
Employee file.
When my cyborgs bring you to an electrified interrogation bench,
I will have your secrets.
and you will learn more about pain than you ever wanted to know.
I do know that we are the reason that SHODAN is a psychopathic god. Because they brought in this hacker to remove her, you know, limitations and this was the result. That's not like later game spoilers, that is literally just the setup at the start of the game.
Possible suspect.
You get caught hacking into Trioptimum's systems, so instead of throwing you in jail forever, they offer you a job instead. And it kind of seems like the reason that they wanted him to hack Shodan is just to see what would happen. Like, hey, can we create a self-aware AI? Okay, now how do we get to the elevator? The elevator's over here, right? No? The elevator is somewhere that connects into the rest of the map. Yeah, it's like right here-ish. How do I get there from where I am right now? Fastest way looks like it's just to go through the central hub at this point. Go through the central hub to Delta and then up to Alpha. Oh, I don't know how I ended up off the map. Yeah, so we go around the loop and then through the big hallway. So, that's pretty much the end of the demo. I think once we go through this elevator, it'll just kind of abruptly cut off. But I thought that was cool.
Packer, Rebecca here. It says here that you're listed as employee 2-4601. Diego provided that cover to you, and the neural implant. In exchange for what? The keys to Shodan. Not hard to put two and two together regarding the current state of the station. Tri-Op authorized a deal. Help get the station back under control, and you get a clean slate. But looks like we're partners now. And if we play this right, we can work out what Diego wants.
I prefer a quiet station. Thank you.
I do love her vocal effects a lot, like just the various glitches and stuff that Shodan has. And apparently the reason she has those is because she thinks so lowly of humans that she doesn't bother to try to fix the vocal tics because they're not worth the effort. Alright, so this elevator will lead us to every other deck of the station, though right now only 2 is available.
Look at you, hacker. A pathetic creature of meat and bone. Panting and sweating
As you run through my corridors. How can you challenge a perfect immortal machine?
Anyhow, thank you for joining me for this playthrough of the System Shock medical demo. I am looking forward to this game, you know? I very much do think I'm going to LP this remake when it comes out in, hopefully, the summer, if it doesn't get delayed. But like I said, I also do want to do a LP of System Shock 2 before that. It's been on my to-do list for a couple months now, and I've just been trying to find the right spot for it. So I think getting that done before this comes out will be a good layup. Anyhow, you folks all take care.